it is! Right beneath the roots of the great tree! The largest trading guild in all of Mistwolf, Everspring!
May this incense rise in fragrant clouds to the halls of heaven. With humble prayer, we seek mercy to grant peace and joy to all beings.
So many people making prayers. Can Lord Argent really hear them all?
You mustn't think of incense offerings as a way to demand things from Lord Argent. As I mentioned before, the 9 chapters of Da Feng rely on incense as a medium to stay effective. People offer incense to the heavens to sustain the 9 chapters, and in turn, the 9 chapters manifested Lord Argent, who upholds their will and grants protection through incense. Wishes come true only through tireless effort, one step at a time. Lord Argent simply bears witness to that journey, as it has for centuries. Though, on rare occasions, a few blessed souls do catch Lord Argent's eye and are granted unexpected fortune.
Huh? Now I'm curious. Since we're here already, I want to give it a try too! Sure thing! Just head over to the table by the incense altar. That man over there is an incense warden from the Zhuan Hong sect. He's in charge of keeping the shrine in order.
The Xuan Hung sect. That name rings a bell. They were founded by the same person who could commune with heaven, the founder of the 9 chapters, right?
That's right! Looks like our guest was paying attention during my crash course. Gold star for you! Back in ancient times, the Xuan Hong sect were the first to uncover the divine power of incense, and they've guarded that secret ever since. Even today, they're in charge of everything related to incense in Huashu. Every censer you've seen along the way, all made by their hand. And everyone can receive 3 sticks of incense per day for free from their incense wardens. Why not? Almost there!
May Lord
May
Argent
Lord
bless
Argent
my
grant
family.
this voyage fair winds and safe seas.
Next trip, I'll head a bit further.
I've slashed prices to the bone.
That's Everspring's Guild Hall, just up ahead. Miss Julia is probably waiting for you upstairs. All right, my job here is done. You can head up on your own. My stall's right here. Drop by if you've got time. I'll even give you a special 0.02% discount on anything you buy. Wait, what? 0.02%? You're such a cheapskate. Well, I'm striving to become Huashu's #1 star weaver. I don't have horns like you, so I'm already starting behind the line. If I don't double down on seizing every chance and being meticulous, sheer hard work won't get me there. Huh? I see.
See? That's what happens when you go around horn-chatting with other Lunos.
Anyway, let's go, little minion. We don't want to keep our big benefactor waiting.
Count not profit, but
May Lord
Lord
Argent
Argent
bless my
grant-
family. Lord Argent bless my hand.
I've slashed prices to the bone.
I lost my voice earlier. Now that I've calmed down and thought it over, I realize I was in the wrong. I shouldn't have acted out of desperation and hired some shady outsider to transport my goods on my own. Who would have thought? That man was all talk and no substance. Not only useless against a Sable Bian, but also a despicable thug who stirred up more trouble than I could imagine. To all my fellow traders, I owe you a deep apology.
You don't need to be so hard on yourself. These past few days, everyone's been anxious. Everspring understands this well. We're already working on solutions. The sooner we weather this crisis, the sooner trade and commerce will return to normal.
But how long is this lockdown going to last? We Star Weavers can wait, but our goods sure can't. Fresh herbs only sell for a good price when they're still dewy from the picking. They lose value by the day just sitting around.
That's hard to say. With the scourge of Zhuying still raging, no one can promise when it'll end.
"3 days, no more. There shall be a solution."
Miss Julio, you've returned.
You mean you found a solution?
That was the purpose of my trip. And yes, I found a lead. Rest assured, for goods with expiration concerns, Everspring will purchase them at 80% of market price. We'll take it all, no matter how much. Considering transport losses and turnaround costs, I believe this is a fair offer. Once the scourge has passed, if you wish, you may buy them back at the same price. Of course, if anyone still wishes to hire their own escort and test their luck, Everspring will not stand in your way. But should you bring in a disreputable lot who violate the admonitions of the 9 chapters, Everspring may not intervene, but the Bi'an certainly will. And if it all ends in ruin, lives and fortunes both lost, do not say I did not forewarn you.
We won't, Miss Julio. We've learned our lesson.
Your words put our minds at ease, Miss Julio. In times like these, it really takes someone like you to calm the waters.
You have all borne enough these past days. If there is nothing more urgent, take some time to rest and await good news.
If you have any inquiries...
You have come. So, how was your little tour?
Everyone we met was so nice and welcoming. The sights and people of Huashu, they're really nothing like Ice Lake.
We also saw what happened down here. You calmed all those Star Weavers and handled the whole situation with just a few words. You're amazing.
Business is all about knowing how to deal with people. That's nothing new to me. What's rare is meeting someone like you. Now then, let's get to the point. The reason I hired you is to help us prepare for dealing with the scourge of Zhuying. As for what that truly is...
Oh, we already got a bit of a crash course on that.
Oh? Let's hear it.
On our way here, we were attacked by a Sable Bian. Fortunately, a passing trader helped us out, and we managed to drive it off without getting hurt.
She told us the Scourge of Juin creates all kinds of nasty beasts, like that Sable Bian, and they go around biting people and making life miserable.
That's about right. Tell me, before the Sable Bian emerged, did either of you notice anything out of place?
I think there was a roar. It came from the void, sounded like some kind of beast.
Yes, that roar came from Zhuying, the ancient evil Jiaolong once sealed away. It is now stirring from its slumber. According to Huashu's oldest myths, Zhuying is the evil foe of Lord Argent. Its mindless, frenzied power seeps into the realm, unleashing vicious beasts wherever it touches. In those tainted places, even plants refuse to grow. About 100 years ago, the scourge of Zhuying was first witnessed at Mist Wolf. Back then, the unprepared people of Huashu only barely managed to contain it, at great cost and heavy loss. Now, Zhuying is awakening once more. This time, I intend to stay ahead of the disaster, lest we be caught off guard again.
Wow, fighting against a real loon! The Demon King is fired up already! So, what do you need us to do?
Combats are forbidden in Huashu. Even the most well-traveled Star Weavers know little of how to defend themselves. That is why I am entrusting you with this commission. You shall go alone into the tainted wastes of the Griblight Expanse and secure for me 3 Zhuying scales, for they are essential to the sealing ritual.
Proprietress Jiliu, may I ask you something? This commission, it sounds incredibly important. Why entrust it to an outsider like me? I'm just a green fox hunter. I'm sure there are many far more skilled than I am. Back at the theater, when I touched that censer, the smoke shifted towards me, as if it was drawn in. Does that have something to do with why you chose me?
You are indeed perceptive. I'm sure someone has already warned you. Your ability is rare and precious. And precious things are always coveted. Handle them carelessly, and they only invite disaster. The Zhuying scales cannot be harvested through normal means. They require resonance with a highly concentrated active substance. Only then can their bonds be softened for extraction. Originally, I traveled to Ice Lake to see if the Imperial Alchemy Academy's high-purity foxicum might suffice. But by sheer chance, I met you, someone who possesses the priceless power of resonance. I need your ability to soften the Zhuying scales. Of course, the choice is yours. You may refuse. I would never force you to risk your safety.
Thank you for telling me all this, Proprietress Jiliu. I take this commission.
Have you ever considered that the reason I helped you back then might not have been out of kindness, but because I saw your worth and had my own ulterior motive?
Actually, I have. But that doesn't change the fact that you did help me. And I have my own selfish reasons too. I'm searching for my family, but I'm powerless to do it alone. To reach that goal, I'll cling to any strength I can find. If helping you means I can count on your help someday, I'd say that's a trade well worth making. Besides, when we first met at the theater, you didn't know I had this power. I was just a stranger to you. You didn't have to help me. And yet, you did. Now, I want to return that favor.
You have covered every perspective. I have nothing to add. Given time, you might just make an excellent merchant yourself. Before you leave, there's a pouch on the table. It's for your traveling expenses. Spend it as you see fit. If you run short, feel free to come back for more.
If you have any inquiries regarding Everspring services, you may...
Let me see. Whoa! This pouch...
Just a bit of pocket money. Feel free to use it however you see fit. You'll also need a special tool to collect the Zhuying scales. I arranged it through some connections. But with the Sable Bian rampaging, our usual lines of communication were cut off. It still hasn't been delivered. You'll likely have to go and fetch it yourself. In business, there are always delicate matters best handled by certain professionals. Hearing Huashu, the sorts of dealings that prefer to stay in the shadows usually happen at the black market among the shipwrecks on the western shore. Go there and find a man named Mr. Chu. He'll give you your next steps. But you are new faces. They won't trust you right away. By custom, first-time visitors to the black market have to come through the coastal cavern, wearing a special pendant at their waist. If the signal matches, they'll know you're one of ours.
All right! So my little minion and I get to play the badasses this time? That sounds like a job for us!
Exit through Everspring's main gate and look to the right. In the distance, you will see the entrance to the coastal cavern. That's a shortcut to the black market. I trust I don't need to say more. I'll be waiting for your safe return.
I'm new to the Star Weavers. I'll be relying on your guidance.
What do you think then? Double down?
A coastal cave. Looks like that's the place.
Do you remember our first adventure together, little minion? We went down into a cave that time, too. It feels like it was just yesterday. And now look at us, all the way out here so far from home, on some epic destiny-shaping quest.
Yeah. That time we ran into Outsider and kind of shook him down.
Hello? Anyone here? Whoa, it's so pitch black in here. And even our voices... Whoa! Jinxing us and drawing that thing here!
Another Sable Bian. Where do they keep coming from?
Watch out!
You saved us. Thank you.
It's okay. I am merely fulfilling my duty.
Your duty? You're a Charon, and you fight really well? Wait, are you one of those magistrates of Ying Tian that Lunocarp mentioned?
I was assigned to purge the Sable Bian here. With danger still looming, my duty remains. I have no time for idle chatter.
Assigned by who? We'll go thank him properly once we're out of here.
The 9 chapters of Dafeng. The mandate of heaven.
All right, yeah, that's a thing. Then we're definitely offering up a lot more incense once we're out. Speaking of which, the incense we just replaced ran out the second we faced that beast. Total ripoff, if you ask me.
If your incense is burned out, I may not be able to keep you both safe on my own. If you have no urgent business here, I suggest you leave for safer ground.
Thanks, but we can protect ourselves. We have something to take care of on the far side of this cave. That's why we came in. I hope we haven't been a bother.
The far side? As far as I know, there's nothing there but some beached wreckage.
Exactly. We're going to the black market among the shipwrecks. We have a big business deal to settle there.
The black market? For business? If you insist on mingling with swindlers and scoundrels, I have nothing more to say.
Uh-oh. What do we do, little minion?
It's not what you think. We're here on an assignment from Proprietress Shilyu to help deal with the Sable Bian outbreak. There's a tool we need to retrieve from the black market.
Exactly. We're not doing anything shady, thank you very much.
My apologies. It was hasty of me to pass judgment. Still, that place harbors all manner of folk. Beware of deceit and manipulation. This cavern is not safe. Allow me to escort you across.
So, magistrates of Yingtian are kinda like the escort of Hua Xiu, right? Do you guys get paid? Any special perks? Alright, I get it. I won't pry.
As a magistrate of Yingtian, I serve only to safeguard the people and bring peace to the land. I did not assume this role for worldly gain.
Hear that, little minion? That means they don't get paid. Guess the higher-ups here are even more tight-fisted than those of the Empire, huh? Again. Have a nice day. Bye. This is not over. That boy mucked it all up. You'll get yours next time. Just you wait. Oh.
The exit lies just ahead. This is where I leave you.
That guy seems kinda aloof, but deep down, he's a good person.
Can he really hold off all those Sable Bian in the cave on his own?
Did you hear it? I think it came from behind us.
Sounds like a huge pack of Bian all howling at once.
Then, do you think maybe we should...
Yeah, the black market can wait. Let's go check on that magistrate of Yingtian.
is dangerous.
We're here to help you.
This fight doesn't concern you outsiders. Just leave. I'll deal with them myself.
No time for idle chatter with dangerous Marie. You're right.
Exactly! And look at you! Your head's so bad already! Stop playing hero and let us help!
All right. These vile beasts, finally cleansed. Thank you both for your aid. Forgive my earlier rudeness. We never properly exchanged names. I am Yu Ming. May I ask who you are?
I'm a fox hunter from a foreign land. And this is...
And you can call... And what happened to no time for idle chatter?
I was focused on eliminating the enemy, and neglected proper manners. I ask your forgiveness.
All right then. I have a big heart, so you're forgiven.
You okay?
It's okay. I fought off too many Bian earlier and ended up a bit off balance. Just some surface wounds.
That doesn't look like just some surface wounds to me.
Here, take this. I brought some bandages and healing potions from Ice Lake, just in case.
Thank you for your kindness. I didn't mean to worry you. Truly, all I need is to sit and rest a while. These injuries will mend soon enough.
You sure? That looks pretty bad. Maybe we should have a doctor take a look.
As a magistrate of Yingtian, my strength does not come solely from flesh and bone. It draws upon the 9 chapters of Da Feng. So long as my spine remains unbroken, even the gravest wounds can mend with the 9 chapters' energy. It's slow and painful, but certain.
Whoa, that's amazing! Like something out of a story. The unbreakable body. Now I'm a little jealous.
That's merely the bright side.
Oh, so there is a downside?
It's nothing. I spoke out of turn. I was once a condemned soul. Looking back, though clad in armor and armed with blade, I failed to save a single life. To serve the 9 chapters now, it is my chance to atone. Thank you both once again. I must remain here to recover. Forgive me that I cannot see you off properly. You both fight well, but the threat of Duin is not to be underestimated. Take care.
We will. Don't worry.
Such a relief to hear that.
Did he fall asleep?
Probably just exhausted. I did a quick sweep. There aren't any more Sable Bian around, so it should be safe for now. Let's find something to cover him up.
There we go! Mission accomplished!
With all these leaves for camouflage, no one will spot him easily. He can rest here in peace.
What a masterpiece! I'm so talented. Let me add a few final touches.
Those Luno doodles are a dead giveaway. If someone comes asking, don't expect me to cover for you. It's getting late. Let's head to the black market.
Well now, what are you two kids doing here? You sure you're in the right place? Best run home to your mothers while you still can.
We're not little kids. Chill out. We're one of yours.
One of us, huh? Funny. I don't remember those faces.
Didn't they say if you wear the pendant and make it through the cave, you're in? It was crawling with Sable Bian in there. We nearly got eaten. A little welcome would be nice, you know?
Fair enough. But forgive my old eyes. Where exactly is this pendant of yours?
Huh? It's gone! How come?
Maybe we lost it when we were fighting the Bian with Yuming earlier.
Yuming? Wait. Yuming the Huashu Talon. Now, there's a name I know. Well, damn. Looks like I didn't know who I was talking to. So, tell me, who are you working with showing up like this? Or is this a sting? You lot setting us up? Look, we're just two big traders here, and nothing worth your trouble.
You're mistaken. We're friends of Proprietress Shilyu from Everspring. She sent us to retrieve something.
You know Miss Julio? Sure, and I'm best buds with Lord Argent. Anyone can flap their gums. Doesn't make it true. Enough chatter. Boys, it's getting hot. Time to scoot.
What now, little minion? Nothing's going right today. This must be what they call when even your shadow trips over you in...
We'll just have to hang around here a bit. Maybe we'll still get a chance to see Mr. Chu.
there. Let's go take...
I'm not leaving until I get justice. You tricked my father into signing a false contract and ruined our family's fortune. My mother was so heartbroken she fell ill and died in despair. You took our money and our lives and just walked away like nothing happened. Does the black market have no law at all?
Now that's a funny thing to say. Isn't the 9 chapters of Dafeng the law of all places in Huaxu? We've got the Bian and the magistrates of Yingtian watching us like hawks. If we were really breaking the law, they'd have dragged us away long ago. You think I'd still be standing here defending myself? The admonitions are carved in stone. To break faith or betray a vow, this must not be done. I'm just a humble law-abiding trader. You're spouting lies. But I'm a kind soul, so I'll let it slide.
You are the one who did wrong, and now you are pointing fingers? If it had just been an honest loss, we would have let go. But that contract you whipped out afterwards, it was nothing but lies and extortion.
Oh dear. Are you saying your father signed something he couldn't even read?
Don't play dumb. You made the 30-fold interest look like 3-fold. And that 0 you wrote was tiny as a sesame seed. Heaven and earth as our witness. Swear by Lord Argent that you didn't trick my father.
Let me give you a little lesson, young lass. In all the lands beneath the heavens, anything the 9 chapters doesn't forbid is fair play. They don't care how the contract is written, only that it's honored. I could make that 0 so small, you'd need a magnifying glass, and it'd still hold up. And there's nothing you can do to change that.
Then I'm not leaving. I'll tell everyone who passes by just what a swindler you really are.
All right. All you gawkers crowding around. How's a man supposed to keep his business going with this racket? Listen, I'm no villain twirling his moustache. Every deal comes with risk. Win or lose, you take your chances. But I'll admit, you've got guts, young lass. I'll give you one shot to turn things around.
I'm listening.
See that scrawny runt over there? In our line, the rules are simple. Beat him in a fair duel, and I'll wipe your father's debt clean. Interest and all.
A duel? But Huaxu bans fighting. How can you fight without alerting the Bian?
Relax. This will just be a friendly sparring. No blood spilled, no broken bones. Nothing that will wake the Bian or stir up the magistrates of Yingtian. With the 9 chapters watching over you, there's no need to fear for your life. If you don't trust me, you're welcome to write out the duel's terms yourself. Draft a contract, clause by clause, in your own hand. If that's still too scary for you, then stop wasting my time.
Fine. Let's do this.
That deal seems too good to be true. Something's fishy.
More people are gathering. Little Minion, I don't really get how these fights work, but it looks like she's got the upper hand. Does that mean she might really have a chance to clear her father's debt?
I've got a feeling the black market guy is holding back. No! He's throwing himself at the tip of her blade on purpose.
Why would he do something like that?
And should anyone break that law, the Bian emerges, borne on blustery winds, to deliver judgment.
I see. He's trying to make the 9 chapters see her as the aggressor, so the Bian will punish her. Oh no, she can't hold back. She's about to really hurt him. I need to stop them before things get out of hand. you all right?
Thank you. If you hadn't stepped in, I'd be dead by now. So this is the 9 chapters. Is this what justice looks like? Punishing the good and honest, while letting the wicked walk away free.
Damn it! What a shame! I was this close to cleaning up a little mess. And who the hell are you? Sticking your nose in and messing with my business. So, you brought backup, huh? I don't care how many you've got. Nobody messes with my business and walks away unscathed.
Quite a few new faces in Hayes Market of late.
Enough! Mind your manners in front of our guest. We failed to notice your arrival and let this little farce unfold before you. Our apologies. My master, Mr. Chu, invites you aboard the wreck to his parlor for a private discussion.
How do I know this isn't just an excuse to trick me into leaving?
Rest assured, your friends are our friends. If anything were to happen to her on our turf, we'd have to answer to Proprietress Ziliu as well.
Yes, of course. All friends here. Just a little misunderstanding, that's all. We'll bring out our best medicine for the young lady. Patch her up real good. Make sure she's feeling right at home.
Does this arrangement meet your satisfaction?
How can someone put on a new face that fast? Ugh, makes me sick.
You. Fine. Lead the way. I'll come check on her later.
Quite a few new faces.
What a joy it is to welcome friends from afar.
Is this how you people do business in the black market?
You simply stumbled upon an extreme case. But I won't deny, it's one of many ways to survive.
Wow, you're really just admitting it like it's nothing? That's shameless.
Speaking of shame, let me pose a question of my own. Once, in a quiet corner of Huashu, there was a flock of sheep and a single tiger. The tiger hunted the sheep at his leisure, and the sheep cowered in constant fear. One day, a wandering hero passed by. The sheep wept and begged him to shield them from the beast. Moved by their plight, the hero drove off every predator that threatened the sheep. He also dulled their horns, so they wouldn't wound each other by mistake. With the danger gone, the flock lived in harmony and flourished. But years later, a new tiger came among them. Their horns were dulled, and the instinct to flee long forgotten, until at last, every one of them perished in the tiger's maw. So tell me, who in this story do you believe made the gravest mistake? It seems we see eye to eye. The sheep, were they truly blameless? Faced with a natural predator, they had no means to protect themselves. Only pitiful bleats and blind hope that someone else would save them. They gave up every means of defense, wagged their tails, and begged for rescue, thus sealing their fate. Survival of the fittest. That is the law of nature. So why do humans take no shame in weakness and elevate submission as if it were some noble virtue? To me, morality is nothing more than a fig leaf for the powerless. The pursuit of profit. That is our true nature. Wherever humans exist, so too does domination and submission. If someone willingly pulls out their claws, casts aside their shield and blade, and puts all their faith in some vague idea called rules, then people like me are merely the consequence.
So you're saying your ideal world is one where everyone's free to hurt each other with no limits at all? Well, I don't want to live under someone else's blade. And I've got no interest in holding one over anyone else either.
Oh, such a pure heart, my young friend. It does make my petty dealings seem all the more sordid by comparison. All right, enough philosophy. This is the tool Proprietress Liu commissioned. Take it.
Let me see. It's a weird-looking square box, isn't it?
It was forged using the long-lost techniques of the Jishu sect. Just gathering the materials took no small effort. As for how it works, ask its creator. Master Gongshang is likely itching to show it off. You'll find him waiting at the entrance to the Grit-Blight Expanse.
If that's all, then I'll take my leave.
Hold on, young friend. Take this bamboo flute with you. Wounds left by the Bian are not something ordinary folk can easily endure. This flute may prove unexpectedly useful. Think of it as my little investment in you.
That Mr. Chu guy always smiles like he doesn't mean it. I really don't want to deal with him.
You're scared of him already?
No way! The Demon King of Light fears nothing. I stand tall, no fear in sight.
I was just teasing you. They're tending to her. At least they kept their promise.
But she looks awful. Come on, let's check on her.
Quite a few new...
Hey, watch where you're going. Did you realize this is black market territory? What a weirdo.
You're injured. Does it hurt? Be at ease. Bear with it but a moment. You look weary. Let me ease your fatigue before it takes deeper root. It is done. You'll get well soon. Is this young lady a friend of yours? Forgive me. I've yet to introduce myself. I'm Fu Shu, a healer who uses Zuyou therapy. I practice the art of ephemerality, passed down through my line, to cleanse affliction and expel foulness that clings to the suffering.
So, you're a doctor?
In Huashu, the art of ephemerality and the practice of medicine do not share the same roots. Yet, if calling me a doctor brings you ease, I shall not object. Or, if you prefer, simply call me Fu Shu. Do you know this young lady? I cannot cleanse this affliction entirely. May I inquire, how did she come by these wounds?
Her wounds were caused by a Bian, but she's not a criminal.
She was framed by some bad guys in the black market. That's why the 9 chapters punished her. Please, don't give up on her.
I see. The art of ephemerality is drawn from the same source as the 9 chapters, and thus cannot mend wounds wrought by a Bian. I shall take her with me and seek out other remedies. You...
Huh? Why are you staring at my little minion like that, Miss Fushu? Wait, don't tell me my little minion still got some hidden injury that needs treatment.
Forgive my staring. It was unseemly of me. Your form is sound. Rather, it was that bamboo flute of yours. It resembles a relic once held by one dear to me. If I might be so bold, would you part with it? I would repay you by whatever means I may. To accept a gift unearned is a violation of the teachings of my line, one I dare not transgress. But I have nothing of worth on my person now. Thus, let me offer this instead. Should you ever call upon me, if it lies within my power, I shall not refuse.
To us, it's just a flute. But to you, it clearly means much more. Here, take it.
Much obliged. Might I know your names? I shall keep them close to heart. Understood. It's nice to meet you, Fox Hunter. And Snow. Then I shall delay you no longer. See you.
Hey, what's wrong, Miss Fushu?
It's nothing. To perform the art of ephemerality is to draw upon one's own essence, pulling forth the miasma of pain and corruption from another's body. Since the resurgence of the scourge of Zuyin, those in need have only grown more numerous. I've used this technique each day. The strain has left my energy unbalanced, hence this brief faltering. Please, be not alarmed.
One's own essence. What does that mean, little minion?
Fushu, are you saying that this technique trades your life for theirs? What about your family? Aren't they worried about you?
My family passed down a secret method of purification and renewal. A brief rest, and I shall be restored.
Ugh, this is so frustrating. She's just like that Yu Ming guy. Why do all the Karons of Huashu act like their own health doesn't matter?
Life waxes and wanes, like the moon in its cycle. To remove another suffering is to take it into oneself. Such is the price. I must depart at once to seek a remedy for this young lady. Forgive my abrupt leave-taking. Pray, continue on your path, and should you wish to see her again, you'll find me at the Hall of Ephemerality in the Northern Apricot Grove.
She said she just needed rest, but she coughed up blood. Is she really going to be okay?
If the art of ephemerality really draws on one's life to save another, then I'm partially responsible for what she's going through. Let's finish Proprietress Shilyu's commission first. Then we'll check in on Fushu and the young lady.
We've got a top-tier healer on our side, and all it took was a bamboo